The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazzios. And by Weoki Credit Union.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Game Time on Your View. Mark Jeffries along with Brian Burchell. What a fabulous night for high school football, Brian. We are opening up district play in this brand new stadium here at Harrah. Wow, it is nice.
Yeah, great facilities here. Completely different than the last time we were in Harrah a couple years ago for a wild game. And great to see the football team and the program here growing and expanding, and the school investing in athletics. So a gorgeous stadium, and certainly hope that the Panthers can come out and play well tonight on their home field.
All right, should be a good one. As I mentioned earlier, the opening night of district play. Cleveland making a visit to Harrah. They come into the matchup 2-1 with a really good win against a decent Cushing team. They actually shut them out in the second half, Brian. The offense starting to work. The motor, the engine, whatever you want to call it, is number 18, Dakota Klein.
Yeah, Dakota Klein, a great player for Cleveland, and the quarterback does a little bit of everything, but a super athletic kid. And as you mentioned, the motor, very similar to what we saw last week in Kingfisher and Bethany. The quarterbacks really get those teams going. He's the same way, just a really athletic kid, great player on the field. Certainly, I feel like, as you mentioned, the motor, but certainly kind of he's kind of the do-everything kind of kid. So if you're Harrah, obviously all week you're trying to figure out a way to shut him down. But for Cleveland, they're going to want to get him going.
All right, has almost 400 yards rushing on the season. And really a balanced attack. I did get a chance to talk to Coach Anderson, the head coach of the Cleveland Tigers. Said, hey, we're going to mix it up. We have to be mistake-free. Funny, we heard that same comment last week, Brian.
Yeah, we did. And, in fact, the team that said they had to be mistake-free made a lot of them early on and still found a way to win the game. But that's because that team dominated. I think Cleveland is right. 2-1 coming in. We mentioned that. Their 2 wins were very good wins, both close. And although they're playing a team in Harrah that is winless, Harrah's played very good opponents, and they've been close games. You lose to McLeod. You lose to Seminole, who is good every year, and, of course, number 1, Jones. So this is a game where Harrah wants to start off the right way in district play, and I think Cleveland is also coming down with something to prove.
All right, real quick, I do want to mention, very young team. They are led by number 22 at quarterback, a sophomore, 6'3", 200 pounds, Jeff Robertson. And I was down on the field earlier, Brian. He is an athlete. We're going to see what he can do tonight with the Harrah Panthers.
Yeah, young kid, sophomore. So really that's good in the sense that they've got something to build around now for the next couple years. Here's a kid that comes out and, has got to show that he's ready for this kind of game and this kind of spotlight for them and become a leader. But the more he can be in the huddle and the more he can have the guys rally around him, the better chance his team has to get better and better as the season moves along.
All right, number 26, Cage Payne. He will be making a return. He was injured. He is back, though. We're going to see what he can do. They are very young. He's a sophomore also. All right, we're going to take a break, come back with a kickoff. This is Game Time on Your View. We'll be right back.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event, offering 0% for 60 months on the brand with the highest owner loyalty. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. Like 0% financing for 60 months on all Ford cars, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazzio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazzio's.
All right, welcome back. This is the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. We are ready to go from Harrah, Oklahoma, as the Panthers take on the Tigers. Here we go. Pretty good kick, a little breeze, taken right at the 7, up to the 15, to the 20, still going left-hand side. Oh, big hole, still going all the way down to the 45, maybe to the 48, but you're right, Brian, it's going to probably be called back.
Yeah, great job there by Alex Martinez to find the lane on the kick return and had a big hole, but may have been a big hole as a result of the reason those yellow handkerchiefs are on the ground as both teams are coming back. I believe it's going to be a block in the back, but we'll see what the official call is. It is a block in the back, Mark, so they're going to move them back half the distance. I believe they're going to be right around probably the 12 or 13-yard line to start their opening drive.
Hey, we mentioned it early. Coach Anderson said, hey, we have to be mistake-free. What happens? The kickoff, a really, really costly penalty because they were going to have great field position.
Yeah, mistake. You go from having the ball right at midfield to starting inside their 10-yard line. So an opportunity here for Harrah, who, as we've mentioned, is looking for their first win. An opportunity for them to get a stop early on and create good field position and give themselves a chance to create the momentum in this game.
All right, here we go. Our first look at Dakota Klein out of the shotgun. Looks to hand it off. Does hand it off left-hand side for a gain of about 2 yards.
Great job by the Harrah defensive line there to stretch the play out. Running the boundary side were the Tigers, but nothing there. So excellent job by Harrah to make it second and long.
They handed the ball off to Ben Potts. He is their second leading rusher on the Tigers. I was talking to one of the referees. I think Cleveland has probably the coolest helmets in Class 4A. All right, here we go. Fakes the handoff. Klein still going. Big hole up the middle, and it's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, a lot of what we saw last week with Bethany there, and that's faking that outside sweep. And rather than the zone read going from tackle to tackle, what they did is zone read, and he goes up the middle. So that's a good gain there. And you're right, Mark. Pretty sweet uniforms. They look a little bit like Iowa State on the road.
They do. Really cool-looking helmets. All right. Klein on the year, 190 yards on the ground, 359 yards in the air out of the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Potts, and he is met, but still going. Finally drugged down for about a 3.5, 4-yard gain.
Really good job. I was able to see it there from Klein as they move closer to midfield where we're located. He put that ball in the belly of his running back, and I bet you he held it in there for a good 2 seconds, which seems like not a lot of time, but in football that's an eternity. He left it in there and forced the defense to really make a decision. And, if they don't have a problem handling that, that's a huge advantage.
Keeping it, right-hand side, cuts the corner up to the 35, and he is hit hard right at the 39-yard line.
And there it was again. He held in there in that extra half second he held it. The defensive end collapsed hard. Boom, he kept the ball wide open hole for a first down. That's the kind of things you see from an experienced quarterback and a heady, a games-meet quarterback because the longer he holds that ball in there and the better ball work he has, Mark, the harder it's going to be for the defense to figure out who has it.
Receivers doing a really good job blocking. They go trips right out of the shotgun. Looks left-hand side. The lefty throws it
Wide
down.
open.
It is caught. Still going to the 35, down to the 30, to the 20. He is gone. 6, count it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Bryce Caven wide open. There was no cornerback out there. I don't even know if that was supposed to be a pass play, Mark. But as soon as Klein got the ball, he looked left, and there was no cornerback out there. The receiver, Caven, was uncovered. So all Klein did was snap it and throw it, Mark. It wasn't even a route. He just snapped the ball and threw it out there. Caven makes the first guy miss. Nobody else in help. And Caven goes the distance. 60 yards on the touchdown pass for the Cleveland Tigers.
Wow, junior to junior. They are young.
Yeah, you look up and down both of these rosters, and not a whole lot of seniors on either one.
All right, the kick is up, and it is good. So We are just underway here, just under 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And the Tigers lead the Panthers 7-0. This is the Ford Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ford Game of the Week. Tigers striking first here in Harrah. We'll see how Harrah responds. What was that, a 55-yard? 60-yard pass play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alex Cox back deep to return for the Panthers.
And it's a little bit of a short kick, taking it to 25, up to the 30, a little bit of a hole, still going. Gets all the way down to the 40-yard line, so good field position for the Panthers.
Yeah, Cleveland going into the wind decided to try the high onside type kick. Unfortunately, not enough air under it, so the tacklers weren't able to get down there. Cox was able to catch it on the run and sets Harrah up with wonderful field position at the 40-yard line. And I think when you look at a team who has started the season struggling, this is a game where they really need to get off to a good start.
All right, first look at the sophomore, Jeff Robertson, 6'3", 200.
Rare for a quarterback to wear number 22.
Keeps it, goes left side, spins, still going, maybe a yard.
So it looks like they're going to run pretty similar to kind of like what Florida did with Tebow and almost a wildcat with their quarterback. They spread you out with the 4 receivers and the tight ends. Don't have a running back in the backfield, so you have the extra blocker, and it's basically he just reading the hole.
Now you got to be kidding me! You don't know the most famous person to play college football to wear number 22 and play quarterback?
Obviously not.
Think about that one. I'll give you a few minutes.
All right.
Everybody else in the press box knows, Brian. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. Keeps it again, left side, still going. Makes his way up to about the 46, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Panthers.
Usually in the production meetings we talk about these things so you don't embarrass me on air, but I'll think about it. I've got a couple of guesses here.
He was involved in a play that was replayed over and over and over and over.
Doug Flutie.
There you go.
Just took me a second. Didn't even use my phone.
3rd and call it 5. Robertson hands the ball off.
Great play
to Cox, and he is met by number 11, Ben Potts.
Potts penetrates from the left side, and that jet sweep never had a chance. It looked like it was actually slow developing as the receiver came around, and Harrah's going to have to find a way to either throw the ball or block better because Cleveland was ready for the run on all 3 plays, and so Harrah going to have to punt it away.
3 now for the Panthers. Forced to punt. There's a little bit of a breeze. About 10 to 15. Pretty good kick. Calling for a fair catch right at the 20. So the Tigers are going to take over after producing a 60-yard pass play for 6. Just under 10 minutes remaining in the first. So now they get their second crack. And we're under 8 minutes. Let's see how the Panthers can respond on defense.
Yeah, Dakota Klein looked really good in that first drive. Really had the offense under control. Great job with his ball control and his ball work. Really making the defense make decisions on the zone read, and saw a mismatch on the outside, threw to it, and got a score. So we'll see what he does on the second drive.
1st and 10, Tigers at their 20. Out of the shotgun. Keeps it. Klein still going. Now he's going down the left side. Still going.
Good hit.
Oh, and he is met and wrapped up for about a gain of 3.
Really good job there by the Harrah defense. Well, first of all, great read by Klein going up the middle and bouncing it outside. But good job by the Harrah defense. Klein ran a long ways and only got 5 yards. Had a good job kind of stringing him out. You'd like to see Klein, a quarterback who you don't want to take that kind of hit at some point in time, just put his foot in the ground and go forward and initiate the contact rather than continue to run side to side where he's vulnerable to a big hit.
Number 83, Winstead, had the great tackle there. All right, second down.
Excellent job.
There's a loss. Great play by the Panthers there.
52 in the backfield is David Duncan, and he blew right over the center after the snap, and he almost took the handoff, Mark. He was there as soon as the ball was given away.
This is his first game back, too. He had a little bit of an injury. He was out for a game, but his first game back now, and nice defensive play there to force a third down.
3rd and 8. Imagine we'd see Klein air it out here. Trips to your near side, Mark.
Klein, shotgun, high snap, goes left side, throws it complete. Nice play. He's going to get a first down. Number 7, Bryce Cavan.
Yeah, just a quick out route. And, in fact, Cavan caught it 3 yards short of the line to gain, but because of the cushion, Cavan was able to turn it upfield to the outside and picks up 1 yard more than necessary for a first down. So Harrah had a chance to get off the field, and now the Tigers have a first down and can get the drive moving.
Trips right. Klein once again. Out of shotgun. Hands the ball off. No, he keeps it. Fakes a handoff. Goes up the middle for a gain of about 3.
Good job there by Harrah. You know, if Klein's going to be given man-to-man coverage on the outside, I think that's what Harrah's going to have to do tonight. They need to bring the safeties up in the box and force Klein to beat them man-to-man, which is why we probably saw the cushion. But I think at some point in time, you know, you think about pressing the receivers a little bit and really getting everything up by the line of scrimmage and forcing Cleveland to go over the top on you.
Number 44 for the Panthers, Sam Dozer, did a great job on that play defensively. All right, 2nd and long. Shotgun once again for Klein. Now he hands the ball off. Still going. Potts all the way down to almost the 40-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and about. No, that's 4th down now, isn't it?
No, this will be 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, at about
3rd and 4.
Yep. Alex Cox doing a great job coming up from the safety position. Got him by the ankles because if not, Potts would have definitely picked up the first down, but excellent job there. And so now 3rd and 4. Harrah another chance to get off the field.
All right, I know it's early, but this would be a big stop for the Panthers right here. Klein, shotgun. Reads it, hands the ball off to Potts,
Excellent
and he
job.
is smothered by the Panthers.
Great pursuit led by number 44, Sam Dozier. But 3 or 4 Panthers out there, a pride of Panthers, if you will. And it'll be 4th down. Looks like Cleveland's going to go for it quickly here. Let's see what they do. May see a quick kick, but doesn't look like they're in a quick formation.
Nobody back for the Panthers. Big play early here.
Oh, they try to draw him off sides. Harrah almost jumped. They're going to quick kick here now.
Coach Anderson for the Tigers pacing the sideline. And no, they're looking. Klein keeping it, looking, and he's going to be forced out of bounds for a loss. Wow, that was kind of crazy there,
That was
Brian.
interesting. It looked like Cleveland didn't even know what they wanted to do after they couldn't draw him off side. It almost looked like they didn't want to snap it, but if you're Klein, you got to throw it because even if they intercept it, you're gaining yardage. To hold on to that was a mistake by Klein, and now Harrah with excellent field position. Can the Cleveland defense continue to step up?
Panthers 1st and 10 from the 35. Empty set. Robertson keeps it. Right-hand side, still going. Gain of about 2. And Cleveland really doing a good job sniffing that one out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a lot of quarterback read on the run. If you're going to run that, which is I'm fine with, why even put receivers out there? I guess they only have 2, so load up the tight ends. But I mean, just go big on big. The Harrah offensive line has some beef. Allow those guys to work. Two tight ends on the left side here. So we'll know they go trips. See, why not have those guys stacked in if Cleveland's not respecting the pass?
Let's see what happens. Keeps it again, straight up the middle. He's going to gain a couple, so it's going to be 3rd and 5.
So Cleveland is not anticipating pass at all. They had one guy out covering the two guys outside. So my point is if they're not going to respect the pass, bring them in so you have extra blockers. I mean, I'm not a football coach. Be my thought. I mean, you want to have the advantage of the numbers.
Yeah. Well, Coach Webb, he said, hey, it's going to be a grind, and we're going to see what happens, but we're going to try and take advantage of what the defense gives us. Let's see what they do on third down. Robertson keeping it. Did he get there?
I think he did. They're going to give it to him on the spot.
Jeff Robertson on the carry.
He went away from the trips. I think they got him.
He got a very good spot.
Really good. I thought the ball landed right on the 25. They've got him across the 25, and it's first down.
All right, they give it to him. So the Panthers' very first down of the night.
Ball resting on the 24-yard line.
Seems like the Tigers, they're just loading up on the run, and it's going to be interesting to see the development as the game progresses, whether or not they get burned on that. Typically when you load up like that, you get that quick hitter and you get burned on it. So let's see what happens. Empty. In motion. They hand the ball off, cuts back up the middle. Nice move there by Alex Cox on the handoff.
And what happened there, Marks, there were two tight ends on the left side of the formation. They brought those two guys that had been out wide inside. Well, they cleared out the entire right side of the Cleveland defense. There was an easy cutback lane for Cox. He almost overran it, but they went ahead and went big on big. If Cleveland's not going to spread out, then put the blockers on them. And they did it that time. They stayed in tight, and they got the advantage. And here they are again. The tight ends are staying in tight, and there are one tight end on each side, so they're balanced this time. Last time they were unbalanced, but now they've got the blockers.
They hand the ball off, left-hand side, still going. Looks like he's going to get the first down, maybe a little short.
No, he got it.
I think he got it.
Yep, offensive line creating a good push with the extra blocker. So
they went with Carson Bell, the fullback that time, and he bowled his way up for a first down. Panthers driving here. Under 2 minutes remaining. Here in the first quarter, a very fast first quarter.
A lot of running.
Robertson keeps it. We're going to get a hold.
Robertson on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Now, Robertson's got to be careful. He's pretty close to false start, and he's starting to step forward as that ball's being snapped. And if he's not careful, I mean, he's saying hut or doing whatever it is to get the ball snapped, and he starts moving forward. You got to be careful with that. So that hurts the Harrah offense, a team that has not even thrown a pass yet, to go 1st and 20 when the defense is loading up for the run. It's going to make it very difficult for them.
So they're going to back them up 10.
Cleveland hadn't allowed a touchdown in 2 quarters, so they may make it 3 here if they can get out of this first quarter.
First and 20 for Mr. Robertson and company. Out of the shotgun, they hand the ball off, left-hand side, big hole, still going. Count it, 6 for the Panthers. Number 84, Jackson Lemons gets it done on the left side.
Yeah, first time tonight we've seen 2 running backs in the backfield. They faked the zone read one way, give it to Jackson Lemons the other way, and there was just nobody outside. A great block by the wide receiver, and he went untouched into the end zone. If this had been flag football, that still would have been good for 6.
Well, they loaded up the middle, and they paid the price on that one, Brian.
Yep, great job by Harrah to finally set the edge and get outside.
So we have 53 seconds remaining here in the first. The Panthers look to tie it up with the extra point, and it is good. So right here on the Ford Game of the Week from Harrah, we are all tied up, Cleveland and Harrah. This is Game Time on Your View. We'll be right back.
Get into something good, like Brahms Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae.
Get into something good.
2 big dips of Brahms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream. Rich and creamy hot fudge. A shower of toasted almonds. Whipped cream and a cherry. Now you've got something good. a double dip hot fudge sundae. Every day's a Sunday at your neighborhood Brahms.
Get into something good.
Welcome back, everybody. We are all tied up at 7 in the closing moments of the first quarter. A gorgeous night for high school football in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the last week unless we have, one of those heat spells. But supposedly next week we're supposed to get our fall temperatures coming in, which seems a bit early. Seems like in years past in October we've had some warm days. But next week we may have a jacket on Friday night, Mark.
Brian, I mentioned it earlier. Had a chance to speak with Coach Anderson of Cleveland. He said, hey, we can't have any mistakes once again. The little pooch kick still going. Wow, Cleveland very lucky on that one.
Boy, that was the short onside. That was placed perfectly between the second and third layer. Even took the bounce back, and the coverage team just couldn't get down there. An excellent job by the Cleveland return man to jump on the ball. And, boy, that was a nice little kick right there. That was well done.
Harrah taking advantage of the inability for the Cleveland Tigers to convert on fourth down. So let's see how the Tigers respond with 53 seconds remaining here in the first. Klein, shotgun once again. Hands the ball off. And he's going to be tackled for a loss. He's going to lose one on that. Potts.
Yeah, 2-yard loss, and Harrah living in the backfield. If I'm Cleveland, I think about doing some sort of maybe a bootleg, maybe a play-action pass, but do something to get the Harrah defensive line off balance, because right now Harrah is simply pinning their ears back and rushing the backfield, looking for the run as hard as they can.
A 2-yard loss, so it's going to be 2nd and 12 from the 25. Klein fakes the handoff, keeps it, looking to go long on the left-hand side into double coverage, incomplete.
Yeah, they faked the read, then they faked the reverse. There was only one man in the route, and he chunked it into double coverage. He actually dropped it in between the corner and the safety. He was just a touch too far for his receiver, but, man, that was a great arm. And if that ball's on the money, or if the receiver's another step faster, he actually would have completed that despite the double coverage.
Tried to hit number 28, Alex Martinez. So it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Cleveland Tigers. Klein trips right, looking. Now he goes left side again, complete, and he is tackled immediately. So it's going to be 4th down. Nice defensive play there by Tyler Stauffer.
Yeah, excellent job there by Stauffer. He kept the receiver in front of him, knew where the line of the game was, but as soon as Brooks Caven cut out, Stauffer did a really good job of making a tackle.
All right, we have one in the books. No, they have one more play?
No, they just not realize it was the end of the quarter, I think.
Okay. Yep. I thought that was the end of the quarter. So we have one in the books here in Harrah. All tied up, Cleveland and Harrah at 7. This is the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. We'll be right back.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter getting underway here. We are all tied up. 4th down for Cleveland. High snap on the punt. Klein gets it away.
It's a good one.
It's a fair catch right at the 30, so Harrah's going to take over right at the 30-yard line.
At the 30.
35-yard punt. Great job there by Klein to get rid of it on the high snap. And Harrah, after marching last time, will now have an opportunity to take the lead in this ball game early in the second quarter.
A very, very quick quarter of football there, Brian. One of the quickest quarters I can remember.
Why don't you try to jinx it a little harder? Jeez.
When you run the ball that much, they go quick.
We get it.
Hey, we had a 60-yard pass play.
Trying to get home by dinner, Mark. Come on.
All right, here we go. Harrah, led by the sophomore, number 22, Robertson. Out of the shotgun. Keeps it straight up the middle. He's going to get about 6. Nice hole by the offensive line that time.
Looks like the OK State offense when they had Colin Klein running it. Exactly what this looks like for Harrah.
Okay, refresh my memory. Was the run outside the only time that they did not run the ball down the middle for the most part? Is that right?
Yeah, that's all they did.
So.
Yeah, no, they tried one jet sweep on third down in their first possession and got tackled for a loss.
Here we go. Hands the ball off. Big hole. It's going to be a first down. Nice run there by Carson Bell.
Yep, excellent job there with the zone read, and they're starting to expand their looks a little bit here in the run game.
Chipping away. Things are going quite well right now for the Panthers.
One might say 3 yards in a cloud of dust, Mark.
I asked Coach Webb before the game, I said, what is your sophomore's confidence like? He said, very confident. He gets better every game, and a very, very physical player, too. So here we go. First down, Panthers on the move. Robertson, shotgun, keeps it, looking, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage. Great play there by Ben Potts.
Excellent job there. Roberson tried to pause to wait for the hole to develop, and no hole ever developed, and Potts was in the backfield before the play could get going.
And as we see with many teams in Class 4A, 3A, 2A, smaller classes, some of your best athletes, best players, playing on both sides of the ball, and Potts there on the defensive side.
They have to.
Play.
They have to. You don't have as many athletes on the team in these classes. You've got some guys that work hard and can do their job, but your best players, your best athletes, you have to have on the field. He's got him, but he didn't see him.
Still going. Goes into Cleveland territory where it's going to be third and about 2. Nice run there by Robertson.
Robertson's a big kid. I know you told me he's 6'3", but he's well put together for a 6'3" kid. He just ran past some linebackers and safeties and was quite a bit bigger. If he had been looking on the pass play, he would have looked like, he had Alex Cox wide open and throw it. Our producer, Bobby, wants us to mention the Belldozer. The Belldozer was a specialty formation, Bobby. Not everybody loves OU. I'm talking about the entire offense. Looks like Kansas State's offense under Colin Klein.
I agree.
Thank you. Some of these people that wear their maroon boxer shorts all week, Mark, you just can't make them happy unless you talk about OU.
Third and short. Robertson keeps it up the middle. Second effort, going to get it. Wow. How about that? Nice second effort by the sophomore.
First down, Panthers.
I think we were broadcasting this game for Sooner Scoop or something. Excellent job there blocking up front by the Harrah offensive line. And they seem to really be getting their rhythm, Mark. They're firing off the ball now. I will say this one thing about running the ball every time. When your offensive line knows you're going to run it, and you've heard any linemen say this, when they know they can initiate the contact and they can make the hit, they start to gain confidence as the game goes on. If you don't slow them down early, these big boys might get going. I like the formation here with the tight ends kind of in the backfield.
Shotgun, keeping it right side, still going.
Great play.
Oh, nice play there by number 83. That's Parker Eldridge.
Well, that was going to be a counter, Mark, and what happened is Eldridge came from the backside and was able to track down the play before the blockers could get there and create room for Roberson, and so Eldridge just ran the play down. He was supposed to be unblocked. The design of the play is for Roberson to turn the corner into where Eldridge can't get there, but unfortunately Eldridge was able to track the play down.
All right, number 1, Alex Cox, the wide receiver, sends the play in. Second and long for the Panthers. Shotgun. Looking right. Going deep, right-hand side to Cox. Working for it. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Nope, they're going to say he had a foot in bounds. I thought he did too,
wow.
Mark. So ball caught down at the 15-yard line. Excellent throw on the back shoulder fade, and even better job by Cox to keep his foot in bounds and dive out of bounds and complete the pass and complete it through the process.
I saw all white. They have very distinctive sidelines here on the turf, and from our angle, it looked like he was in all white when he landed and caught the ball. Wow, that's a great play.
The homers here in the Harrah press box are upset. Mark, you didn't think he caught that.
All right, Panthers driving.
Great job by the defense.
That's a heck of a catch.
Great catch. Excellent catch. And you know, when you go a deep route one-on-one, that's a lot of times what you want to do. Just throw the ball up because the receiver's tracking it. The receiver's tracking it, the defender isn't. So the receiver makes the adjustment on the ball and gets the catch, and it's an easy completion.
Second down from the Panthers from the 15. Clock continues to tick. Shotgun, rolls right, looking, passes it, incomplete. Tried to hit number 84, Jackson Lemons.
And even if Lemons had caught that mark, it was going to be a pretty short gain. Great job by the defense. But a good job there by Roberson to get rid of the ball and make sure they didn't take a loss on the play. 3rd and 9. It'll be interesting to see if they want Brock Drew to come out and kick a field goal if they don't pick it up, or if they would go for it.
Little over 7.5 remaining here in the first half. 3rd and long for the Panthers. Robertson keeps it right-hand side. A little bit of a hole. Second effort, not going to get there. So it's going to be 4th down for the Panthers.
And it's going to be in 4 yards to go. This is that decision area. Looks like they're going to keep Roberson on the field, and I would imagine you're going to see a pretty similar play.
Decision made by Coach Webb.
Quickly. Never thought. And that decision was made before 3rd down. That's why they ran that play.
Winstead bringing in the play.
Got to hustle. 9, 8, 7 on the play clock. 6. They're going to have to use a timeout here. The coaching staff doesn't see that the play clock's about to go down. Oh, yeah, they did. They got it.
They did get timeout.
Timeout called by the Panthers.
All right, we're going to keep it here.
Interesting what the call is going to be here. Are they going to go back up the middle where they've been most of the night, or do they try to stretch it out? The times they've stretched it out, on the plays where even on the plays where they've been successful, there's been a Cleveland guy that's been able to jump the gap from the defensive end position, and it's just been whether or not he's been able to make the tackle. So if you go outside, you're running the risk. Now, if he can break that tackle, there's been space. But with the condensed area you're in, I think your better numbers are up the middle. I like what they've done when they put the 2 tight ends in as fullbacks. And I would expect to see something like that. If you had a bootleg type play or, even a jump pass where you acted like you were going to run and you released the tight end, that would probably work. Do the deal where you stutter up to the line of scrimmage. So be interesting to see what they come with here.
It's interesting to watch the huddles, especially where the decision-making process is, let's just call it, being formed. What responsibility each coach has in that huddle. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they call out of this. Looks like Coach Webb had specific instructions that he was giving his quarterback. So let's see what the call is.
They've got the 2 tight ends in tight. So it's going to be a run up the middle or a jump pass.
Keeps it. No, they flip it on the reverse. Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
He was short anyway. They ran a counter with the flip. That's a really good play design. But I believe they're short, so we're going to get a declination of the penalty.
Alex Cox is the man who received the flip, did not get the first down, so they're going to decline the penalty, and Cleveland's going to take over with just under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Ball will be resting on the 6-yard line.
Great job by the Cleveland defense. Bend, but don't break. Now you've got a long field to go. However, able to keep Harrah off the scoreboard is big for the Tigers.
Let's see what Mr. Klein can do deep in Harrah territory. Out of the shotgun once again. Hands it off to Potts, left-hand side, turns the corner, gets all the way down to about the 15.
Yeah, great job there, just stretching it out wide and out-racing the chase defender, the trail defender. Did a very good job of making up his mind to get wide and ran it until he was tackled by the cornerback. But a 9-yard carry on first down gets them out of the shadow of their goalposts.
Call it 2nd and 2 for Cleveland. They hand the ball off again to Potts, and he is met for a loss, a 1-yard loss. So it's going to be 3rd down, Cleveland.
Bad exchange there. Klein went to go hand the ball off to Potts, and it was in his face mask. So Klein had to move the ball down for Potts to get it, broke his momentum, and may have been the reason that they weren't able to pick up the yard. You know, it's amazing. When you're just in the yard, everything's condensed, but that little bit of delay getting the handoff may have been the reason the hole closed up. See if they trust Klein here to throw it or if they just continued on the ground. My guess is Klein will keep it up the middle. Fake the handoff and keep it.
Out of the shotgun, rolls right, looking, flings it. Caught right at about the 24-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down. Nice job there by number 2, Zach Baker.
Baker just ran an option route, got 5 yards downfield. Klein rolled right, threw it right to him, and that's the difference in the two teams. A team that has an experienced quarterback trusts him to throw on a big 3rd down, whereas we've yet to see Roberson throw it on a 3rd down. So not to say they don't trust him, but certainly in that situation deep in your end zone, it'd be easy to call a running play there, but instead they go out and throw it and pick up the 1st down.
Klein, he looks really good throwing the ball.
Very confident.
All right, they pitch it left side. Tries to turn the corner. He's going to get about 5 yards. That's number 28, Alex Martinez.
Very good run there by Martinez. The corner was shut down. And, in fact, Martinez slowed down and allowed the traffic to run past him and cut it back. Harrah had the numbers out there on the left side but was unable to bring down Martinez before he picked up 5.
2nd and 5 for Cleveland. Fakes the handoff, flings it right at Martinez, and that's going to be a 1st down.
That's the play I want to see Harrah run, Mark. The zone read with the quarterback looking like he's going to run and then throwing it last minute. That would definitely fool the Cleveland defense. But a great read there by Klein, and Cleveland's got to move him. But the other thing Cleveland's really doing is they're eating the clock as they're driving here, which is going to make it tough if Harrah were to get the ball back to have enough time to score as they're in their 4-minute offense.
Klein. Oh, nice pass there to Martinez again over the middle for a gain of 9.
So all they're doing is the Harrah defenders are playing off, so all they're doing is just running 3-yard routes, completing them and turning upfield and picking up more yardage. It's 2nd down and 1.
Klein looking right side. Pass is caught for a gain of about 5.
So that's going to be the adjustment Harrah's going to have to make at halftime is they can't give him so much of a cushion. Make Klein beat you over the top, which he's already shown he has the arm to do it, but it's a tough throw with timing. You can't allow him to pick you apart. I mean, that's a long throw to the sideline. Now, Klein's showing the arm strength to get it there. It was a great throw and it was right on the money. But get up there where you have the opportunity to jump one of those routes.
Zach Baker with another catch for the Tigers. 1st down. Shotgun. Keeps it. Right side still going. There's a gain of about 4.
Made a first guy miss to allow himself to pick up 4. Good play call there. You've been throwing the ball in rhythm. That allows some more clock to eat up, and then before they snap this one, it'll be pretty close to 3 minutes to go. So they've put themselves in a situation where if they had to give it back in 2 more snaps, it'd be really tough for Harrah with the way they run offense to move down the field and score.
All tied up 7-7. It has been a grind so far.
Thought you were going to tell us it's been quick.
That too.
It has. We're less than 40 minutes into this one, Mark.
We have just surpassed the 3-minute mark. All right, 2nd and 6. Shotgun. Hands it off to Potts. Right-hand side. Bangs down for a couple.
That was a play call made to force Harrah to burn one of their timeouts, or if Harrah wasn't going to burn a timeout, now with having all three of your timeouts, you have the opportunity, if you pick this first down up with just over 2 minutes left, you can still run or pass. But what they did basically is force Harrah's hand, and really this is going to cripple Harrah from being able to score if Cleveland were to give the ball back.
Third down, Klein, shotgun, looking to throw. Right side, it is caught. First down, Cleveland.
Just a quick option route to Martinez. Klein knew where he was going the whole time. It's that little stick route that you see Brady and Edelman run, where he just goes 3 yards and stops, jukes and stops. It's really tough to guard because if you press up on him, he can option inside or outside. It's an option route, and if you have a quarterback that knows how to do it, it's very tough to defend. They never stopped the clock there.
Cleveland on the move. First down from the 35. Klein, shotgun, looking, goes down the middle, incomplete, tried to hit Martinez. It was overthrown.
And that's what you have to do, press up and force him to make that completion. Now, if he gets that ball there, it's a touchdown. Martinez is behind the defense, but force them to make that throw on you once or twice. So 2:06 to go in this one, Mark, and second down. You have all 3 timeouts. You can still run the football. Klein on a quarterback draw wouldn't be a terrible call.
Second and 10. Fakes the handoff to Potts, keeps it left-hand side. There's a flag on the play. This one's coming back. It's going to be a hold or an illegal block, one of the two.
Yep.
There is a flag on the play.
So Cleveland will now likely throw these next 2 possessions, or next 2 downs.
1:58 remaining here in the first half. We will have the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. Try to give you some scores from across the state. Give you a summary of the first half, and we can do that fairly quick, just like the first half, Brian.
Yeah, we sure can. It's going to be a big pass play to Caven down the left side, and it's going to be a march by Roberson and a bunch of rushing plays in between. There is your first half recap at 7-7. To be determined if we're going to add anything to it on this drive.
Brings up second and 22.
So second and a mile for Klein and company.
Homecoming festivities taken care of before the game. Our winner's name was Cameron.
Hands the ball off. Right-hand side. Cuts it back up to the middle. That's number 8, Nolan Kaywood.
Be third down and long. So Harrah, because of their offensive style, is going to be content to let the clock tick here, not burn a timeout. If they get the ball back, they'll be happy to get into the locker room in a tie game. Harrah does have the ball to start the second half, so that could be part of their thinking.
Cleveland taking their time. They still have 17 left on the play clock.
I think Klein's going to throw it here. I could see he's going to have one-on-one on both outside matchups, see if he throws it downfield. If he snaps it, he's got a chance to have guys uncovered.
All right, looking right. Pass is caught. He's drugged down. It's going to be short.
Yeah, but they're close enough now they can go for it here.
Yep.
I would probably use one of my timeouts if I was Cleveland, or they're going to call him out of bounds.
Yeah, he did get out of bounds. No?
Nope, clock's not running, so he must have gotten out of bounds.
Yeah.
So that's huge there for Cleveland. 4th down and 5. They're in a position where now they can go for it and still all 3 timeouts if they pick it up. Plenty of opportunities to stop the clock.
1:07 remaining here in the first half.
Timeout.
Coach is going to call timeout. Talk about it a little bit.
Sure, make sure you have the right play call in. This time you could use one of your 2-point conversion plays if you wanted, but I think you just go with whatever you would normally run on a 4th and 4 here. Whether you want to run that quick hitch route or you want to go run that quarterback draw.
I'm going to see if I can get some scores pulled up here
Well,
from across the
Kingfisher's
state.
leading Mount St. Mary 21-7, I think I just saw.
I did get an update on that.
We'll remind our viewers that your son is a 6'6" stud
He's
wide
not
receiver.
He is not 6'6".
How tall is he?
He's probably 6'4".
I thought he was taller than that.
No.
But that's the real world listing, Mark. And the media guy, we know they always add 2 inches. I'm 6'2", 6'2.5" in the media book.
All right, this is a big play here.
The 4th down and 4.
Still have plenty of time to put some points on the board. Klein and company out of the shotgun once again. Looks right, throws, it is dropped. He was wide open. Wow. Zach Baker had a first down and was pretty much wide open and dropped it.
So Harrah gets off the field, and I would imagine you'll see Harrah just run it up the middle 3 or 4 times. If they can break a big run, then they might keep going. They still have 2 timeouts if they were to get a big play, but I don't think they're going to do anything crazy to try to go score in this situation.
1:03 remaining. We'll see what the strategy of Coach Webb and company is.
My guess is run. They have 100% run the football so far tonight.
Sophomore Jeff Robertson, shotgun. He's looking to throw. They go right side. It is caught up to the 40. Gets out of bounds right at the 45. Wow, nice toss there by the sophomore.
Pass is complete to Tyler Stauffer after the 47-yard line. First down.
Stauffer with a good reception there, so.
Yeah, Stauffer was going out of bounds. He actually grabbed the face mask of the defender and pulled him out of bounds and took his helmet off. Really could have been a late hit on Stauffer, which you never see for the receiver.
They actually give him a couple more yards, so we're at the 47 with 55 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Del City leading out is 21-14 as I try to find a couple scores while we're between plays. So I didn't expect to see Harrah be aggressive there.
Shotgun, looking. Still looking. Oh, he is met and dropped for a big loss.
If you're Parker Eldridge there, don't go for the sack. He's got that ball out there. See if you can get the strip sack. Try to knock that ball loose. Eldridge went for the regular tackle.
That's still a great play by the senior.
Oh, absolutely. Excellent job.
So they did call timeout.
Holding the goal. It's declined.
The Moore Lions leading Southmore 14-0 at the end of the first half. How about that one? About 4 years ago, you never thought you'd hear that score. 3 years ago, even.
Timeout on the field called by the Panthers. That is their second.
All right, we're going to come back here at halftime with the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show. Give you some scores. Big game at Ada this week. Opening district play for the Bethany Broncos after the big win over Kingfisher. They trail right now with 10 minutes remaining in the second, 14-7.
Mason Andrew Brown.
More scores at halftime. We will run through as many as we have. 48 seconds remaining here. Second and about 17. Robertson rolling right. Throws across the middle. Ooh. Should have been picked off. Could have been picked off.
Yeah, it was weird. It looked almost like the line was planning for a screen pass because they let the defense come unblocked. However, Roberson was looking downfield, so looked like some sort of miscommunication. Second and 17-ish.
Third.
Now 3rd and 17. Yeah, they're going to run the ball here. Run the ball, force Cleveland to use a timeout if Cleveland has any designs of getting it back.
Empty. Robertson, right side, cuts it back up. He's going to get a couple, so it's going to be 4th down and Cleveland.
Yeah, even if you have no designs of trying to go score, see if you can block the punt here or see if you can get a punt return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you just kneel it one time and you head to the locker room. I love this decision. Wow, Stillwater is beating Deer Creek 21-7.
Stillwater's good this year.
Mike Gundy's son, 15 for 19 for 283 and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Wow.
pretty good numbers for a high school quarterback in a game, let alone a half. OCS, who we saw her this week, is drilling Centennial 30-0. Looks like Jinx is going to get their first win of the year, and if you ever need to cure your ills, play Norman High School right now. Tigers have struggled the last couple years, and it is.
They're much better, though.
No, they have. They've definitely improved. 34-0 Jinx.
4th down, Panthers. Gets the kickoff.
It's a good one.
It's a fair catch right at the 25-yard line. So with 30 seconds remaining here in the first half, someone has come to a grinding halt.
That's what happens when you jinx it. My guess here is that you'll see Cleveland run this ball up the middle and head to the locker room. Maybe you let Klein try to go up top one time. Too many bad things can happen. Let's see if I can get a sneak peek. Well, the coordinator in the box next to us still has his headset on, so he may be looking to call more than one play.
Could be the last play of the first half. Let's see. Klein, shotgun. Looking, still looking.
Inside screen, but they couldn't get it completed.
Had some pressure coming. Who is that? Number 59. Isaac Landreth. Put a little bit of pressure on Klein. 25 seconds remaining. 2nd down, Cleveland.
The Potawatomi rivalry, Shawnee leads Tecumseh 14-0.
Oh, here's somewhat a surprise. Clinton leading Heritage Hall 24-14.
Saw that a second ago.
All right, here's Potts. Running, still running. Stays in bounds.
I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, did not get the first down. So that might be the end of the first half. No, they're still. We are below 10 seconds. They're trying to get a playoff. They are going to get a playoff. Klein goes back, looking to throw it deep. Right-hand side, goes up. It is caught. Still going. Unbelievable with time winding down in the first half. Klein goes deep to number 2, Zach Baker, and that is an unexpected 6. Wow.
Yep, you get the snap off barely, just throw it deep, you never know what's going to happen. Baker outruns the cornerback and catches it on a beautiful pass. It hits him in stride. Baker then runs into the safety, and for about 6 yards, he held on him, but he kind of just ran him over. Safety couldn't hold on enough to bring him down, and then he outruns the second safety, and wow. We're going to have to change our halftime recap after that play.
Hey, great job by Cleveland, though. They were really.
Well, they run it, and so they were running, so Harrah thought that was it, and then all of a sudden, boom, they snap it.
It's one of the more interesting plays to end a half that I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Really caught Harrah off guard. Coach Webb not happy about that.
Nor should he be.
Here's the extra point. It's up and good. So with no time remaining here in the first half, Cleveland taking the lead over Harrah with a, what was that, a 65-yard strike?
Yep.
Klein to Zach Baker. And we're going to come back with the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. Everybody stay tuned. This is the Ford Game of the Week.
Get into something good, like Brahms Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae.
Get into something good.
2 big dips of Brahms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream. Rich and creamy hot fudge. A shower of toasted almonds. Whipped cream and a cherry. Now you've got something good. A Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae. Every day's a Sunday at your neighborhood Brahms.
Get into something good.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event, offering 0% for 60 months on the most 5-star safety-rated vehicles. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Ford SUVs, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Halftime on Game Time is brought to you by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime in Harrah, Oklahoma, where the Cleveland Tigers strike at the buzzer.
That was at the buzzer.
To take the lead, 14-7.
I wasn't even sure if he got the snap off. It was so at the buzzer. But they gave it to him. Deep throw down the sideline. And we all know what can happen if you're an Oklahoma State fan. When you get an extra playoff, it's not supposed to be run. Cost Oklahoma State potentially a chance at a big-time bowl last year, and certainly cost Harrah a touchdown in the momentum going into the locker room, as they had gained a lot of control of the ball game physically. But Cleveland strikes, and they take all of the momentum into the locker room.
All right, this is the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. The same Farm Bureau you've always known, now even better. And really, until that quarter-ending, half-ending touchdown by Cleveland, it was really run, big pass play, run, big pass play.
That's exactly what it was. Both teams really trying to establish the ground game. Both teams rely on the rushing attack to get things done, and both teams ran successfully, and a big play from both sides had us tied at 7 until an extra big play at the end of the half on the big pass play for 65 yards, and the Tigers lead 14-7 at the half.
Very impressed with the play of Cleveland Tiger quarterback Dakota Klein. Really shows a lot of ability to run the football, and hey, he threw through the air 2 long touchdown passes, 65 and 60 in the first half, and really like the way he's played so far.
Yeah, when they asked him to throw, he did well. He's got the arm to throw the out route. We've seen that a couple times. He's on the same page with his receivers throwing the hitch routes. He's made the right decision. He's yet to throw the ball into coverage or into bad spots, so he's taking care of the ball, which is exactly what you need from your quarterback.
All right, for the Harrah Panthers, the sophomore Jeff Robertson, pretty decent first half. Ran the ball. They ran the ball a lot of keepers, a lot of stuff going up the middle. Had, I believe, 1 completion. No, he had 2 completions.
2 completions.
And, it's a tie game if you take away the madness that took place right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, Robertson did his job, kept the offense under control, kept the plays in front of him, didn't take too many negative plays, so he did a very good job of moving the Harrah offense.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, give you some scores from across the state. And I'm looking at one that I am somewhat surprised. Clinton, as I mentioned, leading Heritage Hall at the half, 24-14. So we'll come back and give you more right here on the Ford Game of the Week. This is Game Time on Your View. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event. Get 0% for 60 months on the smartest, most capable trucks. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. Like 0% financing for 60 months on F-Series, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because an open road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime in Harrah on the Ford Game of the Week. This is the Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. And we have some scores, and very, very interesting at the half. A big game in Blanchard tonight. We're going to go through some 4A scores. Blanchard leading Tuttle 13-7 at the half. Blanchard undefeated. Tuttle with their only victory this year so far against Newcastle, and they trail at the half 13-7. Wagner all over Cassia Hall 28-0 in the third. Hilldale leading Sallisaw 16-6. Clinton, a surprise, Clinton leading Heritage Hall 24-14 at the half. Cash leading Chickasha at the half 17-0. Elk City over Elgin 21-7 at the half. McLean leading 0-3 Miami 39-0 in the second quarter. Tecumseh all over Tulsa Central 35-8 at the half. A good one in Ada. Bethany trailing Ada 14-13 at the half. Broken Bow all over Tulsa Rogers 42-0 at the half. Fort Gibson over Stillwell 36-6. Poto leading by a point 22-21 over Metro Christian. Veneta shut out by Oologah. Newcastle, a struggling Newcastle Racer team, trailing 14-0 at the half against Weatherford. Weatherford undefeated and looking to go 4-0 as they open district play. And then one more score, Catoosa over Grove, 21-0. Let's see what we have very quick in 5A. McGinnis leading Woodward 14-7 in the second quarter. El Reno 13-3 over Ardmore. Duncan leading Southeast 35-10 in the second quarter. Shawnee over East Central 14-7. Coweta over Durant 9-7. Noble 3-0. The Bears taking care of business 20-0 so far against McAllister. Piedmont 42-0 over Northwest Classen at the half. Del City leading Altus 21-14 as they open district play. Pryor 33-12 over Tulsa Memorial. Claremore leading Tulsa Hale 19-6. Collinsville over Bishop Kelly 6-3. Skiatook over Tahlequah 28-7 at the half. Carl Albert all over Guthrie. They are rolling in the second quarter 48-0. Eisenhower 14-0 over Guyman. And let's see here, one final one. Glenpool leading Edison 29-14. So there you have it, some scores, some surprises as we open district play all across the state. A beautiful night here in Harrah, Oklahoma. We're going to come back with second half action on the Ford Game of the Week. This is Game Time on Your View. We'll be right back with third quarter action. Welcome back, everybody. Mark Jeffries along with Brian Burchell. We are about ready to kick things off here in the second half in what has been a very, very close game between the Cleveland Tigers and the Harrah Panthers. Brian, what do you expect? I believe Harrah has the ball to kick off the second half.
I expect them to run the football. You laugh, but in all reality, that's what they have to do. I think they need to continue being physical. Their offensive line certainly picked up some steam in the second quarter. I think you need to mix in more pass plays, maybe on some first and second downs and in the short passing game and loosen up the defense. But I think for Harrah, ball control, clock control, shorten the game and see if you can make a couple plays to win it.
It's going to be really interesting to see how they bounce back after Cleveland scores with no time on the clock. Just a crazy, crazy close to the first half. They go 65 yards through the air. Klein to Baker for 6 and convert the extra point. And that's pretty much where we stand. 2 long pass plays by Cleveland to lead 14-7.
Yeah, the first one his receiver was uncovered. The second one his receiver was double covered. In both instances, they scored touchdowns.
So we are about ready here. Harrah will receive. Let's see how the Panthers bounce back. They are at halftime in Ada. Ada leading Bethany 21-3. No, 21-13, I'm sorry.
I told you that'd be a tough place for Bethany to go play this week, coming off a big emotional win, and Ada's always a tough place to play.
All right, here we go. A little pooch kick caught right at the 36-yard line. So Harrah's going to take over 1st and 10 from the 36.
Great field position. Gives them an opportunity to do what they like to do. And I'd like to see Harrah mix in. They don't need to pass the ball a lot. Maybe see if they can't pass it 2 or 3 times per drive. Pass it once on the maybe on first down or second down to really allow themselves to open up the playbook and open up that Cleveland defense a little bit.
Here comes the Panthers, led by the sophomore, 6'3", 200-pound Jeff Robertson. Shotgun keeps it, goes right up the middle, flag on the play.
Jeffrey Robertson on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Let's see what we're going to have.
I think illegal formation. Yep.
False start against the Panthers.
Not the start that Coach Webb would like for the Panthers. Going to make it 1st and 15. And when you run the ball like the Panthers do, not a good way to start the second half.
No, not at all. This is where maybe you'd like to see him mix in a pass, but certainly a team that can't afford to make mistakes with the way that their offense produces yardage.
Robertson hands the ball off, and he is met. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Number 84, Jackson Lemons.
Yeah, if Lemons wasn't such a big kid, big, strong, physical kid, he was wrapped up in the backfield, but his strength and his size allowed him to get forward for 2 yards, but it's going to bring up a long 2nd down and 13.
Panthers come to the line, trailing by 7, just underway here in the second half. They go empty. Robertson left side. He may have gotten a yard.
That could have been a block in the back there. The Harrah wide receiver tried a crackback block on the cornerback coming in to make the play and just hit him from behind. The referee would have been looking right at the play because it's where the tackle was made, but he missed it. Dangerous play.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Robertson. Empty. Rolling to his right, looking. Now he keeps it, cuts it back up the middle, and wow, he is hammered by number 54. Matt Stokes was all over that.
Matt Stokes saw the quarterback cut back and squared him up, put his face mask right in between the numbers of Roberson, drives him backwards and down. So after the 5-yard false start, legal procedure, Harrah only be able to pick up 6 back of it, and they'll punt it away, 3 and out.
Good snap. Kick is away. Oh, fair catch. He lost it there for a minute. Klein a little edgy with the catch, but able to rein it in. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 35 for the Cleveland Tigers.
Not very often you see the quarterback back receiving punts.
He does it all.
Guess so.
Punter, safety, corner,
punt returner,
quarterback.
Point guard? I don't know. Probably.
Nickname Slash. Remember who Slash was there, Brian?
Yes, it would have been Cordell Stewart.
That is correct. Klein keeps it. Well contained. Still going, though.
King of 5th down, Cordell Stewart.
Klein doing a good job to get maybe a yard on that. Harrah had him contained right at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to scatter his way up for a yard.
Injured player for the Tigers is Jacob Hightower as he hobbles off the field. Look at this kid, though. Going to go 1-footed all the way to the sideline. Does not want any help getting off the field. Cordell Stewart, the only man to ever score on 5th down.
It was not a good time to be a Missouri alum.
No, he certainly, no, we won't get into that. But, yes, many videos have been played about that. Can you imagine in today's age of social media how that happened? Incredible.
2nd and 7 for the Tigers. Klein, shotgun, fakes the handoff. Now he looks to throw left side across the middle. Incomplete.
Well, he hit Nolan Kaywood in the wrong spot, right in the hands. Ball was right on the money. Thrown hard. Klein's got a strong arm, Mark. But again, that little underneath slant route, just find the hole in the zone, would have been a 1st down. Instead, Klein and the Tigers have to pick up a 3rd and 7.
A rarity in this game as the clock stopped.
Mark was begging for overtime.
Klein, shotgun, looking to throw. Looking across the middle, now being chased, and he
Great
is
job.
sacked by number 44, Sam Dozier. And they're going to flag him for some kind of unsportsmanlike.
It's got to be face mask. Oh, you're right. They might get him for unsportsmanlike. No face mask.
Face mask.
And they gave him the personal foul, the 15-yard variety, which means automatic 1st down. Dozier comes off the edge, beats the tackle.
Coach Webb, he is livid.
He should be. If it's a face mask and it's from behind, it can't be personal foul. It has to be the 5-yard variety. That's questionable, and it should be an automatic 1st down.
Wow, that was a great play by Dozier, though. Tracking down Klein.
No, it is not an automatic 1st down, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
Personal foul, face mask was the call. The 3rd and 5 now for Cleveland.
Mark that down if Cleveland gets a 1st down and potentially goes on to score here.
All right, let's see what the Tigers can do with it. Klein fakes the handoff, looking left, throws, caught.
Short, great tackle.
Going to be short of the 1st down. Great tackle there by Alex Cox.
4th and inches, I think they're going to go for it. I know it's in your side of the territory, but you only have to pick up a half a yard.
Now remember, Klein is your punter. So
but if you're going to go, if you're going to go for it here, you don't start him 12 yards behind line of scrimmage in punt formation. This is a punt.
Could be a little trickeration. We'll see.
If you're Harrah, you have to expect a fake here.
Klein calls for it. And almost blocked it, ran into the kicker. No flag. Punt goes all the way down to...
The ref was looking right at it. In fact, he hit him as he landed, so really it wasn't even a flop. I mean, that could have easily been called, but that may be a deal where the ref did not want to make 2 calls against the home team on the same drive to extend the drive.
Wow. Klein's talking to him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I got bowled over there. No flag. All right, so the Panthers take over right at the 16. 1st and 10. They went 3 and out. Their first possession in the second half. Let's see what the sophomore can do. .8:25 remaining here in the third. Robertson pitches it left side.
Blockers.
Oh, big hole there. Nice run all the way down to the 25-yard line by Terry Winstead.
They went with the diamond formation in the backfield, 2 fullbacks and a running back. It's a formation you saw both Oklahoma State and Oklahoma go to a couple years back. And really, if he waits for his tight end, Terry Winstead, to get out there, that could have been an even bigger run.
So 2nd and short for the Panthers. Right at the 25.
Same formation.
Robertson hands the ball off to the fullback. And that's going to be a first down for Carson Bell.
Good hard run there by Carson Bell. Put his foot in the ground, cut it upfield when he saw the hole, picked up 5 yards, and a Harrah first down. So now we're seeing something different from the rushing attack. They're loading the backfield, putting a little trickeration, forcing the defense to make decisions. The
Robertson keeps it left side, and he is tripped up right at the 31-yard line. Nice play there by Mr. Ben Potts.
The home announcer here on the PA said it's the first time he's seen this formation this year, so certainly something they've probably been working on in practice.
The diamond formation.
Yeah, may not have necessarily wanted to run it this quick, but with the offense struggling in the first half, it's something they've gone to, and early on they're having success. And it makes sense to run it in the second half, Mark, because if you run it in the first half, it allows the opponent to make adjustments potentially at the half. With them breaking it out in the second half, Cleveland's going to have to try to adjust to the formation on the fly. Makes it much more difficult.
2nd and 8. Pitches it. Right side. Oh, he is met by, still going. Wow, there were 4 Tigers attempting to tackle Mr. Terry Winstead, and he refused to go down and punched it up for a couple more.
Great run there. Like you said, Mark, just second effort, just wanting to make a bigger play more than the defense. And so now that's a huge run because now it sets up a 3rd and manageable. Instead of 3rd and 8, they've got 3rd and 4, and that's certainly something this offense can handle.
Approaching 6.5 remaining here in the third. High snap, fumbled a little bit. Corrals it in, still going. He's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
You'd have to assume Harrah's going to give it back, and they are. So both teams running the ball, playing ball control, much like we saw in the first quarter, and both teams punting it.
Fourth and 5 for the Panthers. Low snap. It is fumbled, but no pressure whatsoever. Kick is taken by Klein, the 26-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Cleveland.
28-yard line. The Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Newcastle on the board against Weatherford. They trail now 14-7. They have really struggled this year, and somewhat surprised with Casey Thompson making the move to Newcastle from Southmore.
Another surprise, Blanchard 3-0. That's a surprise itself, and Tuttle 1-2 in a surprise, and Blanchard leading Tuttle 13-7 in the third quarter.
Here we go, Klein. Great play there by Cox. Stop him for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, they run the quick pass play. That time Cox was up to the challenge, came up, wrapped up, and did a great job of bringing the receiver down right there.
2nd and long for the Tigers. Out of the shotgun. They hand the ball off to Potts, and he gets nothing.
The Harrah defense clearly made some adjustments at the half mark. They've done a really good job containing the options in the zone read for this Cleveland offense.
I know we have an entire quarter left, Brian, but this is a big play as we approach 5 minutes because these drives, when they maintain possession, they're driving and just peeling time off the clock.
You're right, and it seems like the longer their drives are, the tougher it is for Harrah to get in rhythm offensively. You can allow Harrah to continue getting back on the field quickly.
All right, here's a pass over the middle, bottled up still. It was volleyballed around there. Ends up on the turf, so it's going to be 4th down for Cleveland.
The safety read the quick slant that time. They've gone to the well one too many times. The safety read it. Excellent play. Could have picked it. Didn't, but nonetheless, a stop and another punt. And Harrah will get the ball back again. And putting into the wind, they should get fairly good field position.
All right, here's the punt. Caught right at the 34-yard line by Alex Cox. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Panthers. 3rd possession of the second half, and another very quick quarter. Only 4:38 remaining.
The 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Here we go. Number 22, Jeff Roberson, the sophomore, brings the Panthers up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to make something happen here. Decent field position. Out of the shotgun. They hand the ball off. Gets to about the line of scrimmage, and nothing there for the fullback, Carson Bell.
Short gain on the play, 2nd down.
They might have given him a yard, but good job by Cleveland that time against the run. This is a familiar sight. We've seen this quite a bit tonight. 2nd and long. Not a great position to be in if you are really focused on the run like the Panthers. Robertson to the line, empty. Keeps it, left side, coming up. Missed the tackle, still going, gets all the way down to about the 48. There's a flag, though.
It was thrown extremely late, and 40 yards from the play on the other side of the field. This would be an interesting call. If this goes against the home side, I'd have to imagine the home fans would be very, very unhappy.
Let's see what's going to happen on this. All eyes on the man with the white hat.
That's absolutely correct. Personal foul. So if it's the personal foul variety, there's something that happened that they had to throw the flag on away from the play. If they throw a hold on that, that's a different story. But calling a personal foul means there was some sort of hand to the face or there was some sort of dirty play that happened.
I did not see anything. I was looking at the tackle that was missed, and then it kept going.
I saw the flag go in the air, and so I immediately looked in that direction thinking that's weird. But where the flag was thrown, there was nobody out there, so I don't know what would have happened.
So let's see here. Looks like we're going to have 2nd and 9 as a result of the penalty.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Not really sure what the infraction was. Of course, in high school they don't give explanations or numbers.
Robertson keeps it right side. Gets maybe a yard. So 3rd and 8 for Harrah.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Panthers.
At some point, Harrah's going to have to show the willingness to pass. It's not even so much the ability, just the willingness to pass and allow themselves to loosen up this Cleveland defense, because Cleveland is just going to continue attacking unless there's a missed assignment or Roberson just beats someone to the edge. That's the only way they've really had success running the ball.
All right. Rolls to his right. Looks to throw.
Wide
Caught.
open.
First down. Cox still going. Out of bounds right at the 47-yard line.
Just zone coverage. The cornerback turned off and took off running downfield, and Cox stopped his route. He was wide open. I mean, if you're Cleveland, I don't know why you're dropping that deep anyway. They've yet to try to beat you deep. And on top of that, they only need to pick up 6 yards for a first down. So I want to see them run some plays like that on first or second down. And only because I think it would really
open things
up and force the Cleveland defense to be a little more honest.
Nice throw by the sophomore.
Great throw.
For the first down. Panthers on the move. Robertson, empty backfield. Keeps it. Looks for something. Nothing there. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, there were 9 guys in the box there. 9 guys for Cleveland's defense. You're not going to run against that. You're purely outnumbered.
No gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 for the Panthers. They go with a diamond formation again. Now he's looking to throw right-hand side. He's almost sacked. Now he's going down. I think we might have a face mask here,
I think
though,
he might
Brian.
have got him there, too. So it could be a face mask. And let's see what happens here. I thought he might have got him by the face mask, too. The direction the flag was thrown and where it was thrown from, I think that's got to be the call.
Yep.
There's just going to be a 5-yard variety, though. So they hit him with a 15-yarder on defense, but only get him for 5 yards on offense. So 5-yard face mask will bring up still 2nd down and 10.
5-yard face mask call against Cleveland. 2nd and 10 for the Panthers.
We are closing in on the 1-minute mark here in the third. Robertson keeps it. Looking. Oh, big hole up the middle. Still going. Might have a first down all the way down to the 35-yard line.
High snap. Roberson contains a really good play fake to the third running back through out of that diamond. It's the first time they've shown the zone read up the middle out of the diamond formation. So continuing to give Cleveland different looks, and when they do, having success. So excellent job creatively here for Harrah, as they showed the ability to move the ball in different ways with the run and really control the clock, keep that offense for Cleveland off the field, and are driving with an opportunity to potentially tie this game.
Back to the diamond formation. They hand the ball off. He is met for a 2-yard loss. Great play there.
And that's a safety coming in. That's Parker Eldridge. Right? Sorry, he plays defensive end. But for him to get back there and be unblocked, you have 2 fullbacks and you have a tackle on the guard. How do 4 guys miss him? It shouldn't happen. Eldridge was back there as soon as the play was made, and I like the straight give on that. That's the first time we've seen that where he's just turned around and given it, and he should be able to run downhill, but you can't allow a defensive end to come unblocked.
2nd and 12 for Harrah. Less than a minute remaining here in the third. They hand the ball off to the fullback, still going.
Great kick-out block.
Down to about the 30.
Terry Winstead came out and threw a great kick-out block on the cornerback coming in, allowing the cut back by Jackson Lemons. So Winstead clears it for Lemons, and now with a manageable 3rd down mark, 3rd, and we'll call it a long 5.
I believe they started this drive with
They're not
5 minutes remaining? 6 minutes remaining,
Yep, 6 minutes.
And they're going to let the clock run out here in the third. So no scoring here in the third. If it wasn't for just a crazy play at the end of the first half, we'd be all tied up, but we are not. Cleveland with the lead, 14-7. This is the Ford Game of the Week. On your view, this is Game Time. We'll be right back.
Hungry for pizza? pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your 2 favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Welcome back. Mark Jeffries along with Brian Burchell. We have 1 quarter remaining here in Harrah. 14-7, Cleveland leading. But the Panthers are driving. They're on a 6-minute-plus drive at the Cleveland 30-yard line.
You really want this to pay off in points.
Yeah. 3rd and 5. That's going to be a procedure call.
Not good.
Man, just when you thought things were clicking a little bit there, now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and 11.
Couple of scores for you real quick. Ada now up on Bethany, 28-13 in 4A action. Clinton and Heritage Hall. Clinton still leading 24-14 in the 4th. All right, big 3rd down here. And Coach Webb wants a timeout to talk about it. See if I can find a couple more scores.
Please do.
Blanchard still leading Tuttle 13-7 in the 3rd. Weatherford still leading by 7, 21-14 against Newcastle.
What's Ada and Bethany doing?
28-13.
Okay.
Poto undefeated, leading Metro Christian 28-21 in the 4th. Cash 2-1 going into district play, leading Chickasha, who's 0-3, 23-0. It's a lot of 2s and 3s in that one.
Yeah, no kidding. So you're coming out of a quarter break, and you have to take a timeout on offense. That's not
after a penalty.
Yeah, after a penalty. That's my guess is. I mean, the only thing I can think of is they had a 3rd and 5 play, but I mean, certainly you've got enough 3rd and long plays. So, I mean, that could be a big timeout later in the game, especially for a team that runs the ball. And the way the first half ended, with the possessions going quickly and both teams kind of trying to score before the end of the quarter. So,
well, this drive has been over 6 minutes. Big 3rd down. Roberson keeps it.
Great block. Roberson went to fake a handoff. There was no one there, and he took it. So I don't know if he knew, if he didn't know it was just a direct give or what the deal was, but it looked kind of broken from the get-go, and they only pick up 2.5 yards, and now it's 4th and long.
Decision time for Coach Webb.
Oh, you got to go for it in this part of the territory, and I throw it.
They bring in big number 88, Gerald Wise. He's a tight end, so they're gonna go for it here on 4th down. 4th and a long 7. Looking to throw, right-hand side. That's going to be way overthrown. There is a flag on the play, though.
Flag comes in late. It's going to be offensive pass interference. Number 1 just shoved him down. Then turned around, looked for the ball, and was overthrown. So looked like frustration on the Harrah receiver's part.
Pass interference against the Panthers will be declined.
Pass interference on Harrah. That's right call, number 1. Alex Cox went down the other side and was frustrated with them coverage. It was really handsy and physical and just shoved the cornerback down as the ball was overthrown. So penalty declined, and it's first down, Cleveland. Tell you what, the way Harrah's moved the ball, and Cleveland's play defense, if Cleveland could find a way to put another score on the board here this late in the game, you'd be in a situation where Harrah would have to probably score every time they touch it the rest of the way.
That was a 7-minute drive with nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. All right, here we go. Dakota Klein out of the shotgun. Throws right. Oh, a dangerous pass that was almost picked off. But it is incomplete. Tried to hit Nolan Kaywood.
Yeah, I'm surprised you throw it on first down. We've been asking for it all night, but in this situation where your defense has been playing well all night, played well most of the week last week, in this situation, and I know it's the guy who's been calling for the pass all night, but if I'm Cleveland, keep it on the ground. If you're going to throw the pass, throw the safe pass.
All right, a crazy formation here. They go right-hand side, deep pass, throws it down, incomplete. They had trips on the left and two receivers spread out wide with an empty backfield, and they went to the right side, and he
had one-on-one coverage. Yeah, way overthrown. One-on-one coverage, wanted to try to get the big play, and it wasn't there. And now Cleveland, who has the advantage, they're gonna run the ball here. If they don't pick it up, they're gonna run less than a minute off the clock against an offense who doesn't score quickly. It'd be one thing if you're playing against a quick strike offense, but you're not.
3rd and 10, Cleveland. Klein keeps it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, big hole.
He's going
to pick it up. 40 to the 45. Still going. Finally tackled out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. That's a huge play by the junior.
Big play, big cutback, excellent block on the outside by his receiver, and first down, and just that's backbreaking almost for the Harrah defense. Now let's see, with a second opportunity to run this drive correctly, will Cleveland run the ball and run some clock?
Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the game. Klein, shotgun. Potts in the backfield. They hand the ball off to Potts, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
David Duncan on the tackle.
And while there's no gain, with where the ball is now, even if you don't pick up a first down, you can run another 2 minutes off the clock. Minute and a half minimally, probably closer to 2 minutes. And then with the way that Klein is punted tonight, you're going to start them inside their own 15-yard line most likely, especially downwind. Worst case scenario, he's not going to get to the end zone unless it takes a big bounce. So this is definitely the smart play here. You force Harrah to go the length of the field.
2nd and 10, Cleveland. Fakes the handoff to Potts, and he is tackled right at the line of scrimmage. So 2 great downs for the Panther defense.
Yeah, excellent job there by number 25, Ryan Teal, getting in the backfield, grabbing the ankle of Klein and not allowing him to get loose. It looked like there might have been a small hole there, but Teal fills it up and makes a great ankle tackle, and big 3rd down. And if I'm Cleveland, I think I still run the football here.
Approaching 9.5 minutes remaining here in the game, and this is a huge play based upon that if Harrah can get the ball back, they're going to have some time to do what they do, and that's run the football.
If they get the ball back here, it would give them time to really have 2 possessions without having to hurry.
Goes down the middle, wide open. First down, right at the 20. Great catch there by Mr. Martinez.
Man, what a great catch, but what a throw. That thing was on the money. That was on the line. Martinez caught that as he was moving. It was actually not underthrown, but he threw it short a little bit in front of him. So it brought Martinez back, so the safety wasn't able to come up and make a big hit. Just a well-thrown ball by Klein, and, man, you get to run 3 more plays now, so you get to run more time, and now you're in a situation where you could potentially score and really put a lot of stress on the Panther offense.
First and 10, Cleveland. Klein hands the ball off to Potts, and he gets a couple. That is 2 huge 3rd down conversions by Cleveland, though.
Both 3rd and long.
Yeah, all based upon Mr. Dakota Klein.
Well, you said he was the straw that stirred the Cleveland Tiger drink.
The engine.
And he certainly has been tonight. And we'll come up with some more sports cliches for him before the night's over.
Looking right, wide open, all the way down to about the 4-yard line. Wow, number 2, Zach Baker, wide open once again.
They've run that quick out all night. It's been successful all night. I mean, no reason to go away from it. Baker was wide open. Klein hit him in rhythm, and now you've got 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, and Cleveland knocking on the door of potentially not putting this thing away, but certainly shutting, almost shutting the door. Let's not say it would be the final nail in the coffin, but they would certainly be shutting it.
Not after what we saw after the first half.
Yep.
Oh, here's a nice play.
Looked like a broken play, but Klein, excellent job there, Mark. You don't turn the ball over. He put 2 hands around it, he protected it, and he just went down, avoided a big hit, and it's 2nd and goal from the 10.
They are entering the 4th quarter in Blanchard. The Lions still leading Tuttle 13-7.
A game probably similar to this one. A lot of running, a lot of ball control, and a lot of defense.
Heritage Hall trying to make a comeback. They've closed the lead to 3 points, trailing 24-21 in the 4th. Klein. Oh, he is wrapped up for a huge loss. The ball came loose, but he was down already. So that's going to be.
I thought the ball came loose. I'm surprised.
No, his knee was down.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
16-yard line.
Globe does the right thing by tackling him when you hear the whistle, but as he was getting up, he shoved the running back's head into the ground. Could have picked up a costly penalty there.
Yeah. So once again, a big 3rd down play for the Cleveland Tigers. They are 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
They're going to run the clock down and take a timeout here, Mark.
Timeout over field called by the Tigers.
All right, we're going to take a break here with 6:47 remaining in the game. Come back. See if the Cleveland Tigers can convert on 3rd down once again. This is the 4 game of the week. We'll be right back.
Get into something good, like Brahms Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae.
Get into something good. Something good.
2 big dips of Brahms Premium Vanilla Ice Cream. Rich and creamy hot fudge. A shower of toasted almonds. Whipped cream and a cherry. Now you've got something good. A Double Dip Hot Fudge Sundae. Every day's a Sunday at your neighborhood Brahms.
Get into something good.
All right, welcome back. A huge 3rd down for the Cleveland Tigers. 6:47 remaining in the game. Wow, Klein's not in the game.
They're throwing to Klein. That was Klein they were throwing to right there.
That was very interesting. I don't even have a number 20 on my. So I couldn't tell you who that was.
But they were throwing to Klein right there. He's going to draw a pass interference. They're high-fiving, and there's a flag down on the far side, about 5 yards off those line of scrimmage. There was a defensive holding there.
Wow.
Well, Klein, as soon as, before the ball even landed, Klein had his arms in the air. Once he realized it was uncatchable. And you can't, that's the difference. If the ball's uncatchable, you cannot have a pass interference. If there is holding, it doesn't matter if the ball was uncatchable because the ruling is that he was held before the ball was in the air. Therefore, you can't know if the ball would have been uncatchable or not had he not been held. But either way, a back-breaking penalty for the Panthers. It was 1st and goal at the 3, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 8. And Klein, wide receiver again at the top of the screen.
Looking to go to him. Touchdown, Klein.
And that time the defensive back ended up on the ground in a physical battle. No call.
And now we got a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike probably on let's see if it's going to be unsportsmanlike on somebody. It came way late. I don't know if maybe one of the Harrah kids said a magic word or if there was excessive celebration on Cleveland. But either way, the touchdown will be good.
We're going to try and find out who number 20 is. Does he have a number 20, Brian?
Unsportsmanlike up on the defense.
Personal foul against the Panthers. It will be added on to the kickoff.
We're not sure. Unfortunately, the rosters that we were given prior to the game did not list a number 20 for Cleveland.
The name being told the name is Ben Ward, thanks to the PA announcer here in the booth.
So the kick is up and good, and Cleveland extends their lead 21-7 over the Harrah Panthers with 6:38 remaining here in the game. Wow, the inability to get a stop on third down, that's really the story.
Can we add another name for the quarterback / now receiver?
He's done it
Mr.
all.
Klein, yeah, let's call him the jack of all trades.
He has done it all tonight.
He's thrown 2 touchdown passes and caught a third. It'd be a big fantasy day for Klein if you have him in your Oklahoma High School 3A fantasy football team. If so, it's been a big night for you. Over 200 yards passing. He's probably got 60 yards rushing, and he's got 8 yards receiving for a touchdown. And heck, if you have the Cleveland special teams, he's punted well tonight too.
Wow, Blanchard has extended their lead 20-7 in the fourth over Tuttle. Blanchard might be for real, man.
They could be.
They are 3-0, headed into district play, and they're going to possibly move to 4-0. We are actually doing a Blanchard game. I can't remember who it is. In October, we will be at Blanchard. Next week, we will be at Newcastle. Our first look at Casey Thompson and the Newcastle Racers going up against Chickasha. Here's the kick. Sails into the end zone after the unsportsmanlike. 6:33 remaining in the game. We'll see if the Panthers can do anything with it.
You talked about Blanchard, their wins, none of them all that close. They beat Cash on the road 27-8, beat Lone Grove at home 45-7, and last week beat Newcastle, where we're going to be on the road at Newcastle 50-22.
Yeah, they have one of the best linebackers in 4A too, Mr. Greenwood, 6'3", 250. He's a load.
It's a big boy. That's a big high school boy.
All right. Looking to throw, still looking, throws it deep. Cox goes up for it, caught, still has it, still going. He's down to the 40, still trying to get something out of it, and he is thrown down right at the 41-yard line. Nice catch there by the senior, Alex Cox.
Cox is the one that made the great catch down the sideline earlier, and just doing the deal where they throw it up to him and allow him to go up and make a play, and he did. He looks like his shoe was taken off. I wonder if, and he's limping. I wonder if he's got a bit of an ankle. Yeah, he goes down on the sideline here.
Seems to be in a little bit of a pain. Might be cramping up. Looks like he's cramping up.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp. The way they're stretching him, it's a cramp. Yeah.
Panthers on the move. 6:18 remaining. Here's the handoff up the middle. Makes his way down to the 31-yard line.
That's the exact big play Harrah needed. If they can score here in the next 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minutes with 2 timeouts, as long as you could stop Cleveland in 3 plays, you'd have the ball with plenty of time.
Robertson fumbles, lost
it.
I think Cleveland has it. Wow.
And this man who's been in the backfield all night Parker Elledge. So a miscommunication on the handoff with Roberson as running back. And Elledge is Johnny on the spot, falls right on top of it. And now Cleveland, if you're Cleveland, you have to run the ball 3 times. You run the ball 3 times, you punt it away, and you force Harrah to score on you in under 4 minutes. I'd like to say hello to a buddy out there listening, Dr. Alex Raines. Alex and I play basketball together in the morning. He just texted in saying he was watching and listening. On your view, checking out the action here as Cleveland tries to shut the door, Mark, on a victory on the road in district play. Handoff here, goes to Potts, who cuts back, and he is hammered by 83 Terry Winstead on the edge. And they'll bring up second long, but that's exactly what Cleveland wants, is to run the ball, run the clock.
Clock is ticking. Approaching 5 minutes remaining here in the game. If you like the type of games where you're just grinding it out, running the ball, peeling time off, throwing a couple of big plays, that's really what we've had here tonight.
Play clock down to 7 and 6. They're going to let this get all the way down to 3 before they snap it at least.
Klein pitches it to Potts.
Plenty of room.
Still going.
Got a flag.
Big hole.
Flag, though, they're going to get a hold behind the play.
All the way down to the 45, but it's coming back.
Absolutely. You may get a bit of what they call the Bronx cheer from the home side here, Mark. The flags have certainly gone more in the favor of Cleveland. And Cleveland finally got one. And it was on a big play. That's a huge play for Harrah because, Mark, if they get that first down, that's another 2 minutes they could have run off the clock at least and force them to waste timeouts. Because they don't, it'll be 2nd down and 20 now. The good news for Cleveland is they get another play, and the clock should run when the ball is set for play. So they'll be able to run off an extra 30 seconds off the clock.
Another score update. Heritage Hall has trailed the entire night. They have taken the lead with 3 minutes remaining over Clinton, 28-24.
Wow, what a comeback. Boy, when I used to do the games for KSBI, when we broadcast them live, Clinton was a powerhouse, and they had some really good running backs. Had a running back, can't remember his name, but he went to Texas Tech. Good player.
We got another flag.
It's going to be some sort of illegal procedure or false start.
False start against Cleveland.
More Bronx cheer. Well, the Cleveland crowd might tell you too little, too late. Cox still has his shoe off on the near side, but they're working on his opposite calf. Yeah, they're trying to ice it, so it's definitely some sort of cramp.
Second down and 24.
He just hadn't put his shoe back on because they've been working on his cramp. His shoe, of course, was ripped off on the pass play. You'd think that he could put his shoe on while they were working his cramp out.
All right, 2nd and a mile.
Oh, Klein's got a huge hole.
Right
huge
side,
hole.
Still going.
That's
out of bounds. That's going to be a first down. Wow.
2nd and 25, and Klein picks up 27 on his simple quarterback give. You've got to know that's coming. It's been a zone read. Now, he hadn't run up the middle since the first quarter. It was successful then. But you have to know it's coming. They weren't ready for it, and now Harrah has to start thinking about using timeouts and then onside kicking, because if they don't, 2.5 minutes can run off the clock for Cleveland.
Kyle Thornbrew, would you please come to the press box? Kyle Thornbrew.
Here's Klein. He's done it all tonight. Pitches the ball.
Big hole
left
again.
side. Nice
great
block there. Yeah.
Great cutback block by the wide receiver. That was number 7, Bryce Caven, who you saw coming to your screen. He caught the 60-yard touchdown play early in the game, and the running back by Nolan Kaywood, Mark, and almost helpful to Cleveland that it wasn't a first down because it's 2nd and short. You don't want to waste the time out here anticipating a first down to be gotten, and you'll be able to run this clock well inside of 4 minutes after this play before next. Well, I guess he went out of bounds. The clock stopped anyway. That's why no timeout. I thought he was tackled on the field of play. Rookie mistake.
4:07 remaining. They pitch it to Potts. Looks for a hole. Still looking.
Fumbles
the ball.
Ball's on the ground. I think Harrah got it. It fell right in the lap of one of the defensive linemen, Harrah. And
Harrah
they do have
has
it.
it.
That's the play they needed. That's the play they needed. And the flag on the play is one of the defensive players took his helmet off, running off the field. Clay Goad was running off the field, took his helmet off, and that's going to be a penalty. Now, it'll still be Harrah ball, but they'll just move him back 15 yards. That's a silly penalty there by the Panthers. However, they still will get the ball. And I was getting ready to say, Mark, I love the play call, the stretch play for Cleveland. It's been successful. They run it there, but the fumble there by Potts, who's been really good tonight protecting the ball, just didn't see the linebacker coming in from the backside who stripped the ball loose. So either way, be first down Harrah ball, but unfortunately they've got to go, instead of only having to go 60 yards, they've got to go 75.
I'm not really sure what Coach Webb is discussing here, but
maybe because the play had been blown dead and it was a change of possession. Generally on a change of possession, it's a timeout, right, on the field. So if it's a timeout, you can take your helmet off. So that's what I would be discussing if I were them. Oh, no, the discussion looks like they may be giving the ball to – no, there's no way. That's a dead ball. The penalty happened after the fumble recovery.
Yeah.
It should be – that's a dead ball penalty. So if the ball is dead and Harrah has recovered, the play is over. So if the play is over, it's Harrah's ball. They're discussing this. This can't be correct. If they fumble this up, no way.
yeah, Klein's coming back on the field.
He signaled dead ball foul by putting his arm in the air. When you put your arm in the air to start the penalty call, that calls for dead ball. So if it's dead ball and Harrah had recovered the fumble, the play is over. Harrah football, and they move back 15 yards. I'm not sure how, and we're not going to get any sort of explanation. I don't know how this is going to be Cleveland football. Yeah, Coach Webb's not leaving the field, and I can't blame him. But Goad has to come off the field because of an unsportsmanlike conduct for one play. If I'm coach, I don't even know that I come off the field if I'm Coach Webb at all. Unless there's an explanation that we're not getting and we're not going to get, I don't understand how it's still Cleveland football.
Wow. Here's Klein up the middle. And we are very perplexed right now.
Almost want to just put my headset down and run down and ask what happened. I don't know that I can make it back before the 3:45 goes off the clock.
Second down for the Tigers.
The referee tonight is Travis Given. And I don't think Coach Webb liked the explanation he was given by Travis.
I may have to look that one up when I get home.
I don't know I don't think you're going to get an explanation for it, though. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty on Cleveland. This is getting out of control.
Okay, now what? Personal foul against Cleveland. And this game has come to a screeching halt.
Yeah, all the flow has been taken out of it, and even if Harrah were to get the ball back, it'd be tough for them because every time there's a play and there's not a new down, all it's doing is benefiting Cleveland. It's more time they can run off the clock. But yes, all of the rhythm and all of the flow that this game had. It's like when the refs call a hand check on every other possession in basketball.
Klein keeps it. He is wrapped up right at the 30. 1 minute remaining. Heritage Hall still leading 28-24 over Clinton.
Third down for Cleveland.
Tuttle has cut the lead in the fourth quarter with four minutes remaining, 20-14.
Bethany also has cut the lead. They're down 28-20. So that's a couple good games that would be worth being at. Couldn't take the show on the road to Ada, Mark, huh? Wanted me to drive south a lot last year, but we couldn't go to Ada.
Just one time.
That was a game I missed. We had a Thursday night kick. I had no idea.
Now Cleveland's calling time and out.
Whatever they had called, there had to be something the coach was rethinking, and I don't know that with 2:11 to go. I don't even know that I don't even know that you punt this or even try to throw this. I think you just run the ball straight up the middle, and you force Harrah to score twice with just over 2 minutes to go because it's going to require Harrah to get an onside kick in order to do it.
We mentioned earlier, next week we will be at Newcastle for the Racers against Chickasha.
How are the Fighting Chicks this year? Do you have a score update on them this week?
Yeah, they trail Cash 24-0 in the fourth. So you're going to have
Chickasha, so they'll be 0-4 coming.
You're going to have 2 0-for teams. We're going to have 2 0-for teams next week.
We are. Someone will win a football game next week.
Newcastle came back, but not enough to defeat Weatherford 28-21. So they go to 0-4, and I'm sure a lot of disappointment there with that 0-4 number. Klein keeps it. Still going.
Oh, he got it, too.
Did he
Unbelievable.
get the first down?
He did.
That just kind of sums up the night for the Harrah Panthers. Wow.
4th and 16. Just a straight quarterback draw, and he gives it up. And you got to imagine at this point, you just down it. We got a score fest there in Tulsa. Metro Christian putting a comeback on Poto. It's Poto 35, Metro Christian 28. Fun fact, my mother grew up in the Poto area. She grew up in Panama, which is about 10 miles north of Poto.
Clock continues to run. 1:46 remaining. And I think there's no doubt who our Mazzio's player of the game is.
Is it the refs? Because they've had the most time tonight with all the flags. Another one there. I'm going to guess he's number 18. He's been responsible for all 3 scores, all 3 through the air. 2 he threw, 1 he caught. The only thing he could have done better, Mark, tonight is if he had thrown the touchdown that he caught to himself. That's it. He picked out some huge, in all seriousness, he picked out some huge third downs with his legs when they were pinned deep in their drive. 2 on this one. 1 led to a touchdown. This one led to wrapping the game up. So you're right. Klein has been the man. You did not overhype him to start, and he has proven everything you said about him to be true. He certainly is the guy for this team and someone you have to learn to stop.
Keeping it, cuts it back to the middle. Score. Headed for the goal line. Count it. That's 6 for Mr. Klein. So that's 4 touchdowns that Mr. Dakota Klein has been involved with.
Gets one rushing this time.
That's going to wrap it up.
Someone get that man. Mazzio, send that man a pizza.
He's had the hat trick tonight.
Send him a pizza. Player of the game.
Definitely had the pigskin hat trick.
Sure did.
2 thrown, 1 caught, 1 running. Here's the extra point.
Great job there by the holder to get that ball down. That was a bad snap.
It is good. All right, we're going to take a break, come back, hopefully wrap things up with 1:13 remaining here in Harrah. This is the Ford Game of the Week. We'll be right back.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the closing moments of the Ford Game of the Week. 1:13 remaining. And Cleveland leads Harrah 28-7. Score is a little deceiving. But the man with number 18 on his back has gotten the job done for the Cleveland Tigers.
He should just have the Tiger logo on his back because he's carried the team tonight.
All right, a little pooch kick. Taking it to 40.
Oh, he breaks some tackles.
Still has it. Still at the 40. Still going. Finally tackled at the 41.
On the return for the Panthers. They take over 1st and 10.
Wonder if Harrah will try to throw the ball here, if they'll just be happy to run it a couple times and move on out of here.
Looking to see if we have any finals yet. No final on the Total Blanchard game. No final in Ada between Bethany and Ada.
No final on that Clinton. Heritage Hall did pull off the. Wow, they were trailed the whole game. Won it late. 28-24.
Robertson, the sophomore, looking to pass. Going deep. It's going to be out of bounds.
Great catch, but he's out of bounds. Wheel route had him open, but Terry Winstead with a heck of a catch, though. Let's not hide the fact that Winstead goes up and gets it. But he's out of bounds. So Harrah trying to see if they can get a touchdown. They'll need a touchdown, an onside kick, another touchdown, another onside kick, and another touchdown.
Roberson looks left, caught, tackled hard right at the 44-yard line.
16-yard gain for a 1st down.
Byers slow to get up, but the clock will stop.
50 seconds remaining here in Harrah. Next week, we will be in Newcastle. Our first look at Mr. Casey Thompson and company. And somebody will get their first win of the season between the Racers and the Fighting Chicks. Roberson's going to go down for a big loss. He went down hard that time, Brian.
Yep, 75. Caden Hannah on the tackle. And, yeah, Hannah, big boy, pancaked him kind of. So 30 seconds to go here is Harrah looks to try to find a way in the end zone late. Ball up top. That should be pass interference, and they're going to call it. Yep. Silly play there by Klein. Dakota, we gave you the player of the game already, and here you are trying to do something silly. Mazio's is going to take that pizza out of the oven.
No, they're not.
You're right.
Just add that to his list of lines in the scorecard. Pass interference penalty at the 19-second mark of the 4th quarter.
Mazio's, if you would, the PA announcer here at Harrah would also like a pizza of his own. No anchovies, he says.
The Panthers, they're going to go to 0-4, and I really don't think that 0-4 record is an indication of the quality of this team. But they're young, and they're going to have to have to keep working.
I don't know what side of the fence I stand on that, because you're right. There's more skill on this team than 0-4 would indicate. The quarterback's young. They do have some playmakers and some receivers. But so that's one side of it. So I would agree with that statement. But at the same time, you are what your record is. I mean, whether or not they look like an 0-4 team or it's a tough 0-4, the fact of the matter is they're 0-4, and that's what they are. They are an 0-4 football team. So one of the age-old debates here is Roberson looking for a receiver. And another great catch.
He caught it.
That's Winstead again.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
He caught the ball earlier that wasn't counted for a catch because he was out of bounds. Another great catch. 8 seconds to go here.
Could be the last play of the game. Roberson looking to go deep in the end zone. Puts it up for grabs.
What a catch.
It is caught.
Terry Winstead again. The ball. Winstead had 3 guys on him, but Winstead, being the taller and stronger receiver, goes up and gets it and pulls it down. And, Mark, I hate to say I told you so, but I told them they should have been passing all night. Bethany late
Tied it up.
28 and got the 2-point conversion. They were down 28-13, Mark.
Yeah.
It's now 28-20. That'd be a huge road win for them. You know, they beat Ada soundly last year in Bethany and lost some key players. So I know that's a game that on your schedule you'd like to think you can win, but we talked about it last week. You don't go to Ada and win easily. That's a tough place to play. And with just 4 minutes to go, Blanchard still leads 20-14. I wish I knew who had the ball in that game. I might be able to check the old Twitterverse and see if we can find out. There's certainly someone at that game tweeting OK Preps.
False start on the Panthers.
All right, false start. 2 seconds remaining on the game clock. As the Panthers try to go for 2.
Well, Bixby, the defending state champs in 6A2, Mark, lost again this week. They lost last week to Putnam City, lost this week to Westmore. Pass knocked away there by number 24, Dustin Nickerson, and I don't know if they'll even try to onside this, but they may.
All tied up in Ada.
So you know that Bob Stoops and Steve Spurrier are good friends. Steve Spurrier in town tonight to watch Norman North and Drake Stoops play. And I imagine Bob will be in Kentucky tomorrow to watch that Kentucky-Florida game. Heck, that's probably why Spurrier is here. Spurrier came pick him up on the plane to go watch the Florida-Kentucky game tomorrow. I'm not even kidding. Southmore's come back. It's 17-14 more over Southmore. Trying to, got just 3 seconds left. Okay, Tuttle takes his last timeout as Blanchard faces a 3rd and 8 from the 19-yard line. I don't know whose 19 that is, but that was 1 minute ago. So next time we get a potential update, I'll let you know.
Cleveland looking for the onside kick. Only 2 seconds remaining. Brock Drew punches it, and it's recovered, and he immediately goes down. And I guess the clock did not start, so we're going to have 2 ticks on the clock. If Bethany can come back and win that game, they got to be one of the surprises in 4A. I know they were good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
But to go 4-0 with 2 huge wins.
So Blanchard took over in Tuttle territory after a 4th down. So Blanchard is in scoring position. I don't know if they have a field goal kicker, but if they did, they could seriously put it away. Hopefully that score will go final by the time we get done with our post-game show.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here in Harrah with the Cleveland Tigers defeating the Harrah Panthers 28-13. We'll come back and wrap things up right here on the Ford Game of the Week.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event, offering 0% for 60 months on the most 5-star safety-rated vehicles. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers, like 0% financing for 60 months on all Ford SUVs, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Oklahoma. It's in our name. We are Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance. We're here when skies are blue and when you need us most. We are where you are, with offices in all 77 counties. From our urban streets to our winding country roads, we've been protecting Oklahoma since 1946, so you can focus on what really matters. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Mark Jeffries and Brian Burchell wrapping things up here in Harrah, where the Cleveland Tigers defeat the Harrah Panthers on homecoming 28-13. And Brian, We talked about it, the engine, the motor, whatever you want to call it. It pretty much was the Dakota Klein show.
Sure was. Dakota Klein was really good all night. I thought really beyond just making good plays, I thought he was really composed. He never forced the ball. He certainly seemed to protect the ball. He never put his offense, in my opinion, in a position to fail. Even on negative plays, he got him back into a positive play the next play. So I thought Dakota Klein, and that's what you want a quarterback to be. And that's, you talk about someone who's leader and poised, that's what you want to see. And he was certainly a guy that had control of the game all night long. And if he plays with that kind of poise, it's going to be tough for them to be beat.
Harrah, they go to 0-4. They will continue next week with a very, very difficult task at Bethany next week. And it doesn't get any easier for the Harrah Panthers. Cleveland, on the other hand, they will be at home against Ada, and Bethany and Ada are actually involved in a 28 deadlock right now in the fourth quarter. So we're going to take a break, come back. We will have our Mazios player of the game, and then hopefully give you a couple scores and wrap things up here in Harrah. Everybody stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your two favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
I love the American road.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event. Get 0% for 60 months on the smartest, most capable trucks. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. Like 0% financing for 60 months on F-Series, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your two favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Ford Game of the Week. Mark Jeffries and Brian Burchell wrapping things up. And Brian, who is our Mazios player of the game?
Well, a lot of deliberation, a lot of stat stuffing. I'm going to give you a hint. His name rhymes with Shmakota Schmine. It is Dakota Klein. He's our player of the game tonight, the quarterback for the Cleveland Tigers, and I don't think it was that close, Mark.
He had the pigskin hat trick.
Sure did.
2 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing. Actually had a receiving touchdown, and he had a pass interference call.
Yep, that'd be 3. That would be a hat trick, the trio.
Yes.
You had to bring up the pass interference, Mark.
Well, like I said, man, his name is all over the box score. So
yep.
Some final scores that we want to mention to you. It is not a final yet in Blanchard, but less than a minute remaining. Blanchard leading Tuttle 23-14, so Blanchard is probably going to move to 4-0. And then it looks like Bethany and Ada might be headed for overtime. They are tied at 28. So be interesting to see how that turns out. I want to thank everybody here at Harrah. They have been great. Coach Webb and his staff have been phenomenal to work with. Also, Coach Anderson at Cleveland. Actually spent some time talking to him on Monday. Filled me in on some of his plans for tonight. And the Cleveland Tigers getting it done, 28-13 here in Harrah. Next week, we will be at Newcastle for Newcastle and Chickasha. And looking forward to it again, Brian.
Yeah, Mark, it'll be a good one.
All right. Everybody be safe. Enjoy the weekend. We will talk to you next Friday night right here on the Ford Game of the Week. Game time on your view. Check it out. Everybody be safe.